Are you good at meeting people, but not so good about actually getting their information so that you can follow up with them? Well, if that's you, in this episode, I am going to share with you exactly how to position yourself not only as a resource, but to turn those conversations into information exchange where you are actually meeting the people, adding them to your database and your pipeline. Now, in the last 2 episodes, I showed you how to, number one, initiate conversations, because the more conversations you have, the more people you're going to be able to add to your pipeline. And I gave you some very simple ways to do that. And then in the next video, I talked to you all about how to turn every conversation into a real estate conversation. If you have not seen those, go back and check it out. But today I'm going to break down for you how to actually get someone's information, because it's one thing to compliment them and to start a conversation, but have you ever had that awkward bye and then you're in the car like, man, I should have given them my business card, or I should have got her phone number and I did not know how to do it? Well, don't worry, bestie, I got you, and I'm going to share with you exactly how to do it. So this is going to come down to something called listening, okay? And to make sure that you are listening, go ahead and type listening in the chat so that I know that you are listening to this tip, because it is a game changer. When you are engaged in a conversation with someone, I want you to be listening for places where you can be a resource for them and exchange information with them to deliver that resource. So let me give you an example. Pretend that you are in the TJ Maxx line, because y'all know them TJ Maxx lines be so long, and you follow what I told you to do in the other videos. You strike up a conversation and you meet somebody who is brand new to the area. They're renting an apartment for a year and they just really want to know like where the best food is around, right? They're from New York, they want pizza. This is your opportunity in that conversation to say, oh girl, let me send you over my favorite 2 pizza places. What's the best phone number for you? I'm going to shoot you a text real quick. What happens is that a lot of times, because they want the resource, right? They're not thinking, they're just like, oh yeah, my phone number is 214-555-5555. And you shoot them over your top 2 pizza places. And then while you're at it, send them over your contact card, okay? And then you'll end the conversation with, hey, and by the way, my name is Rosemary. I'm going to send you over my info as well, just so we can stay connected. See, what you did there is you listened for a pain point. And you might be thinking to yourself, a pain point, they don't have pizza places. But let me tell you something. If you've ever relocated to a new area and you don't know where to go for a dentist, where to eat pizza, where the night spots are, what church to go to, it is a pain point. And what you have just done is you have positioned yourself as a resource in a way that allow for an information exchange. I'm telling you, I have done it time and time and time again, but you have to get good at listening for what could be helpful to the person at the time, and literally whip out your phone before you even think about it and say, oh, you want a photographer? Let me send you over the link to my favorite photographer. He is amazing. Tell him that Rosemary sent you. Now, let's just say in that conversation you were having with them, you didn't really hear pain point or a way to, ease in to get an information exchange from them. Let me tell you something. Don't be timid though. Like straight up ask for the number. Like, hey girl, it was so great talking to you. If you ever want to get together for a walk, or if you met at the kids' practice, if you ever need somebody to pick up Timmy or drop him off or something like that, here's my phone number. What's the best number for you? Okay. So don't be afraid to actually extend yourself and be the first to say, hey, here's my info. Now you don't have to give them a whole dissertation on how you were the number 1 sales agent at Keller Williams and you are about to take over the world with one real estate house at a time. Like literally just be a friendly person and pass out your information, right? Say, hey, I would love to exchange numbers with you. Here's my number in case you ever need anything, and so forth and so on. And then here is the last one. In either of those scenarios, just ask the person, are you on IG? Are you on Facebook? Now, I will tell you, I like to exchange information or follow people or friend them on Facebook, because as opposed to like Instagram, if I follow you on Instagram, if you don't necessarily follow me back, then that does not mean that you may not see what I'm doing. But if I friend you on Facebook, then the algorithm should show us each other, right? And what I love is when you friend somebody on Facebook, go straight to their mutual friends, right? Who do we know that's in common? Oh my gosh, you know Katie? How do you know Katie? I went to elementary school with her. No, you didn't. Shut up. Katie was my next door neighbor. And now you have another way that you are connecting with that person. The whole thing is, first of all, listen. Listen for places where you can add value and be happy to text or send over that value and send over your contact card too. And then if all else fails, listen, just be bold and say, hey, you're super cool. This was such a great time. Here's my phone number. Let me know if you ever want to get together, and then ask them if they're on social media. Because again, what you want to do a lot of times where I see agents jack this up is that we automatically go for the sale. Hi, I'm Rosemary. I'm a real estate agent and blah, 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 blah. And the lady is like, I'm just at Taco Bell and you told me my shirt is cute, right? I wasn't looking for an agent in this moment. But if I just want to get to first base, which is the connection piece, then maybe second base is me offering you value. Maybe third base now is you asking me a question about real estate because I am building that know, like, and trust factor with you. I know oftentimes, besties, you want this microwave success, but honestly, the people that you see popping up with closings all over the place, I guarantee you there has been a nurture and a building process to it, and this is the way that you do it. And once you are consistent with having these conversations, nurturing, exchanging information the way that I'm teaching you how to do it, then you're going to look up and you will have a very robust business. I mean, trust me on this one. And because I love you, listen, I have honestly outlined the exact 6 steps that you need to take to have a 6-figure or a multi-6-figure business. You can go ahead and download that exactly where you're watching this episode, or go to rosemarylewis.com/6.